All right, guys, welcome to another video. Money Mike's here with Monday's crypto analysis. So, without taking too long, let's get straight into it. Let's look at what's going on with the market and let's see. All right, so I want to go through the analysis. Now, the market has dropped substantially since the new week has started. We've had a return back into this area, which I'd explain, and we've had a very strong short. Now, for those of you who follow my analysis, if you followed it well enough, you should have made some money. Okay. Now, again, this was the area that I was discussing. All right. This was the D1 demand order block. We had a short from here. Now we've had a return back into this area. And importantly, the bodies of the candles close within supply. And we've just had a return back to the supply right now. Now, this caught me off guard because I wasn't it didn't catch me off guard to say, but I wasn't behind the charts at the time the price started to short off. Now, if I go to the H4, you can see how strong the drop is here. And the price is in almost half a day has almost returned to here. Now, our point where we want to enter from, even though we've missed this entry up here, all right, which was a sad miss because of time, is this area right here. So there's still an opportunity to get some really good money from this market, providing that the H4 area, there's a break and return, and then you're going to ride it all the way. I told you guys, when it comes to technical analysis, no matter what you hear with the news, what really moves the money in the market, or what really moves the market, I should say, is the money. Now, I'm watching the markets here. To me, the price action is very clean. And so since we've seen this massive short, then we should be seeing the same thing. Now, Dogecoin is really what I want to strike on as well. So let's go to Doge and see. Now, Doge has had an absolutely crazy drop right now. Okay. The price is recovering somewhat. But as I said to you from the calculations that we did, if you remember up here on the D1, from Dogecoin's all-time high, around about 74 to 76 cents, 74, all the way to the lowest point that it's dropped to so far, 16 cents, is already 78% down from its all-time high. Okay. And for that reason, and other reasons that I discussed last week, Dogecoin's price action, and I compared this to Ethereum. Now, I don't know if I can get the Ethereum chart here. Let's see if I can get it. It will be in my deleted. Let's see if it's here. So scan through. Okay. I've got Ethereum here. But from Ethereum's all-time high, which was about 4,360 or 70, all the way down to the lowest point, which was exactly at about 1,700, nothing more, nothing less than 1,700. The drop from the all-time high was roughly about 62% or 61%. Okay. Now, what was I saying? That with Ethereum compared to Dogecoin, Ethereum has a lot more by miles, a lot more market value in terms of the value it provides to the crypto community and to the wider world in the future. Whereas Dogecoin, as I said to you, is a meme coin, and that's what it really is. Now, Dogecoin, of course, it has its own blockchain. Okay, it has but it's not really anything that is of use. Okay, compared to Ethereum, there's not that many use cases for it compared to Ethereum, and active use cases right now. Okay. Now, I explained this in more detail last week, Friday. So watch last week, Friday's analysis, and Thursday too. But one thing I would say is that with Dogecoin, why I'm going vying for the short on Dogecoin more than probably any other crypto is because what inflated the price in the first place was never any additional value being added to the system. So upgrades on the network, new partnerships to, develop new infrastructure to, build the crypto legacy that we believe will be built. Okay. Instead, we've had a lot of hype which pushed the news, and news which pushed the price up. Okay. And Elon Musk tweets. Okay. And I guess many of the Generation Z people, especially on TikTok, who saw Dogecoin as what it is, of excitement at the time, pushed the price up very strongly. Whereas with Ethereum, the price action we see when the price was actually making its way up is really for true added economic value to the system. Okay, so why am I saying this? I do believe there's one more short. You can see that the price action has revealed this. The break beneath the H4 area will be the final kind of round before we get going short. But I would say this, keeping it very short, that I think with Dogecoin, and I believe with Dogecoin, we're going to see a lot more of a heavier short compared to Ethereum, because there's a lot more money in the system, number one, to support it, a lot more institutional interest. There's no institutional interest in Dogecoin whatsoever, okay, apart from possibly certain exchanges wanting to short this market too, to take advantage of retail traders' losses. That's the only thing I can think of. Because aside from that, Dogecoin doesn't have any known institutional involvement. I think over 70% of the total supply is owned by 4 people. Okay, so that economic structure tells you everything you need to know about Dogecoin. So for me, I do believe Dogecoin is actually going to go to 7 cents at first, and then possibly even below 1 cent. So I'm going to be shorting this a lot more heavy than I would other cryptos. So I'm ready for the price action here. If I just go to the H4 now, because of the way the price has moved, so we haven't had the return here or here. So the other alternative for this would be to use the H4 area similar to what we have for Bitcoin. And so for the H4 area, I'll be looking right here for a break beneath. So I'm going to take off these lines for the moment. Put these right here. And all I want to really see genuinely is just to see the break beneath this area and the return. Once we get that, then it's time to sell Doge, and I'm not looking back. Okay. So this is my main objective. Now with Doge, I expect the price to fall hard and fast. So yeah, guys, if you've been following us, you should be in some profit once you take this trade. And then after, we should see some great activity from there. So if you do grab some profit from this, please make a comment below so that we know. All right, and let's have a look at what's going on. So Monero, same similar situation we're in now. We have the strong shorting taking place. Now Monero's price action, I said to you, slightly different than what we wanted, in the sense that the price didn't exactly use the order block as we want. However, we're still seeing the same experience. And if I go to the daily time frame, again, the price action is doing very similar things. Okay, Bitcoin leading the way of that kind of gravity of the price, pulling everything down. So here's the demand zone, the most important one after the crash on the 23rd. Price has broken below, returned here quite a few times, and now it's finally making its way for a short. Okay, but if Bitcoin breaks that H4 area, then it will be a free ride all the way down, and all the other cryptos will follow. Okay, now because I'm not trading Monero, there's this demand zone I've seen here, which would have been a great return to sell from, but the price returned already and it's already gone. But the price shorting off the way it has is very interesting, and I'm sure it's causing panic as usual. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over to the other charts and let's just see what else is going on here. So I am really excited about this short because I believe it's the last major short before we get the massive long. All right, let's have a look at Litecoin and see. All right, so Litecoin is in a similar position. We've had the price also return back to similar areas of supply right here, specifically into this special type of supply zone. And now the price is making its way short. Now we have liquidity pools all the way underneath this low, or this low, and further down. So I'm expecting this to be a very straightforward ride down. I mean, I probably will trade Doge, to be fair, but you could trade Litecoin in the same exact manner. Okay, we just need to time the entries correctly, and you have a great trade on your hands. So we'll be watching out to see the price action movements moving forward. I'm not going to jump into this, okay, because we still need to follow the pattern of liquidity properly. But I'm just scanning through to see what else. Let's go to now. I haven't looked at OMG for a while. OMG provided a cleaner insight into what the price was trying to do, especially as the price returned back up to this high right here. I think OMG is quite clear as to what it wants to do. Now, the short on it hasn't been as strong as the others, but the price action is giving us a lot. I think the return here to supply was the perfect entry to go for a short from here. And I don't think it's actually going to come back. If it ever was going to come back, maybe for a pullback, you'll have to be to one of these zones. Now, what would make me really happy, guys, is if we saw the price actually return back up to here. That would be amazing. That would be a fantastic movement right here. If there was some sort of bounce back, I don't know, at 2 o'clock, and then it pushed all the way back up and came short, then I think I would take a short on OMG too. Now, where could this go? Now OMG already looks like it's almost so close to the low of 2021, which was around about here, just at $2.59. Okay, pushing to $2.60. And at that area, there is a demand zone. So that demand zone is the striking point, or the engine that carried on driving the price long for the 2021 first bullish run that we saw. Okay, now if the price breaks beneath here, then the targets could go back as low as one, even $1. Okay, my first targets, if I saw this, my first target will be back to the next area before we had this massive spike in the price here, where the price went from $1.55 to $9.45. So I'm expecting the price to return here. Once we get a short back down to here, $1.65. Next place I'm looking for is 61 cents. And if it goes lower than that, then I don't know what the future of OMG holds. I don't know. But to me, I've seen a very strong price action for a straw, and I think we're going to continue seeing that. Okay. And that will work out to be great. Now, there's great opportunity, guys. So I won't be trading every single pair. I'll be just trading the ones that are the best for me. Now, Ripple is another great one. I believe that Ripple is going to 33 cents. Okay. And I'm saying it on record so that you guys will remember I said it. But there is a liquidity gap that Ripple needs to fill. And in a market condition like this, where the market keeps shorting the way it does, I think it's very likely that the price could get to 33 cents and fill that gap. Now, the gap was created by the spike from about 17 cents to about 75 cents, which is over here, when the Reddit army decided, after we had the GameStop event, then the next thing they targeted was Ripple. And we saw the price push up here from near the end of the month. So about, okay, maybe not 17 cents, but let's say about 25. The lowest was probably about 24 cents. But we saw the price go from there all the way up to this first spike here, which is about 75 cents. So we saw an increase of about 200% on Ripple during that period of time. But now that the price is shorting the way it is, I'm expecting the price to get right back to about 33. And to be fair, exactly, it should get to around about 31 cents. So we're in a great position, guys. And I'm waiting to see what the price is going to do. All right. And whichever pair that you decide to choose, please make sure you use good risk management. If you decided to jump onto Hugo's Way and trade on there, then please make sure that you use good risk management and follow the rules and the analysis that we're giving you. All right. So that you don't make mistakes that are going to blow your account. Okay. So I think looking at all of the pairs that we have here, I'm just going to be waiting for Doge. Now we can see there's a return here. This is why you should never jump into any short, okay, or try to capture a falling knife, because these are the situations that you get involved in straight away. Okay. So I'm watching to see how the market is going to behave. I think at the moment we're in a great place to capture some good opportunity, but it's just all going to depend on these H4 areas. So again, just to recap, we need a break beneath, we need a body close specifically beneath 32,561. Once the body of the candle closes beneath there and returns back here, as you can see, there was a lot of accumulation as the price returned into this H4 area on Bitcoin. Okay, as soon as the price breaks beneath that and returns, then we have a clear tick from the algorithm of the market that we have a switch from major area of demand to supply, which means we should be able to capture some very strong selling all the way back down to our first target. Now, our first target, if you remember, guys, is 29. Is basically the low of this week right here. So the low is, put this right here for you guys. Yeah, here we go. Here's the low. So $29,196. Now, second targets that we have set personally in the Wolf Group Academy is based on the liquidity gaps that are on IC markets. Now, the liquidity gaps, to remind you, the first set are between 23 to 24,000. Then we have another set around 18, going down to about 17,000. And then we have the major gap, which I've spoken about, which is at $9,615. That's the last gap known on IC, from IC market standpoint. Now, IC markets has never been wrong about his gaps. And I really do believe that we're about to see that action that we've been waiting for. So buckle up, guys. I think it's going to be an interesting ride. Okay. Hang in there. And if you're hodling crypto, keep hodling. And if you have the opportunity to buy more, just dollar cost average and buy some more. I don't believe crypto is going anywhere, but this is just a necessary time of shaking in the crypto market. Okay. And of course, it is fueled by governments wanting to stomp out crypto because it is a threat to their entire system of control over monetary supply, their unhealthy control, I should say. So hang in there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, make a comment. If you want to capture these trades with entries and signals, then we've started up a Patreon, guys, that you can get all the content that you need to capture these trades on time for crypto, for Forex, and even for stocks too. Okay, or stonks. All right. So the how to get started is down below. Okay. If you want a course that you can have a look at, it's also down below to get your technical analysis skills to be on point. All right. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and everybody take care. Money Man X, I'm out.